Hello, my name's Michael Higgins, and this song is called A View from Taunton Green. While Bill and Benny, they were sitting on the green, and they threw a wave to Francis and everyone they'd see. And Benny said, "Hey, young blood, where'd Hickey's diner go?" Young blood said, "Hey, Benny, well, they moved it down the road. Oh, they moved it down the road." Well, Mikey's giving shoe shines outside the old pool hall. Whitey waves a peace sign, Mr. Farrell sinks the ball, and Mr. Farrell, he sinks the ball. And Youngblood said, "Hey, Benny, you know our city sure has changed." Benny said, "Hey, Youngblood, you know nothing stays the same." Youngblood said, "Hey, Benny, I think you may be right." Benny said, "Hey, Youngblood, see the diamonds out tonight, and they're shining their new bikes." Well, Ronnie turns the corner in his brand new shiny cart, and Youngblood said, "Hey, Benny, you know that Ronnie sure has heart." Stopped in for a soda at Woolworth's 5 and dime, a movie at the Strand with a brand new girl of mine, with a brand new girl of mine. And I'm reading dirty magazines in Larry's barber shop and lighting off salutes when someone called the cops. I stopped in for an eclair at the old corner fruit, and Wimpy drives the paddy wagon, waves and gives a toot. Oh, Wimpy waves and gives a toot. And Benny said, "Hey, Youngblood, our city sure has changed." Youngblood said, "Hey, Benny, you know nothing stays the same." Benny said, "Hey, Youngblood, I think you may be right." Youngblood said, "Hey, Benny, you know the diamonds are out tonight, and they're shining their new bikes." There was a rock show at the Rabbit, I was a little young to go. I wound up shooting BB guns with Ace and old Mondo. Stymie, John, and Mikey, we started our first band with 1 amp and a microphone and a tambourine in hand. Oh, we had it, we were a band. Stick shift and the royalties every Friday night. Tango and a cigarette, and we'd watch the big kids fight. Yeah, we'd watch them, the big kids fight. And Youngblood lost his little boy outside Cohen at school. Benny said, "Hey, Youngblood, I know life is cruel. Oh, it can be cruel." And I'd sneak inside old J.M. Wells and see what could be found. I heard my old friend Brian, he burned it to the ground. Yeah, he burned it right to the ground. And Benny said, "Hey, Youngblood, our city sure has changed." Youngblood said, "Hey, Benny, you know nothing stays the same." Benny said, "Hey, Youngblood, I think you may be right." Youngblood said, "Hey, Benny, see the diamonds out tonight, and they're shining their new bikes." Bell-bottom pants, I got mine at the Inn thing. 1969 was the year I tried to sing. Smoking cigarettes behind Girlie's laundromat. Ricky, Bruce, and Dennis, they showed me where it's at. Yeah, they showed me where it's at. Upstairs, downstairs, good old Taunton High. Hanging out with Herman and Bob Sess at the Y. Every year it's summers and my mom would go to Burke's, and Tess was at the counter serving popcorn with the works. And that corner store on Mason Street where Eddie took his bets, she kept an eye on everything, yeah, Gypsy was his pet. Old Gypsy, she was his pet. And Benny said, hey, young blood, our city sure has changed. Young blood said, hey, Benny, you know nothing stays the same. Benny said, hey, young blood, I think you may be right. Young blood said, hey, Benny, see the diamonds out tonight, and they're shining their new bikes. Skating on the ice at Bayless's Park. There's music in the summertime with Russell after dark. And if you needed work, you didn't look too far. You'd work the line at A&P, or you buff a silver jar, or you buff a silver jar. And Benny said, hey, young blood, our city sure has changed. Young blood said, hey, Benny, you know nothing stays the same. Benny said, hey, young blood, I think you may be right. Young blood said, hey, Benny, see the diamonds are out tonight.